Here's what we're going to do. Featured part of the evening. The finalists, 10 of them representing all 25 finalists. This is not part of the scoring. This is not part of the judging. This is just to give you a feel for the kind of amazing ideas and talent we have. And to start us off, they all were asked to bring an object, as Todd referenced in the beginning, and they're going to either put it on the table or show it to you. The first one, leading off tonight, Scott Warren from Generation Citizen. Welcome, Scott.
I'm Scott Warren, and I'm with Generation Citizen. Recently, a lot of people have tried to categorize this youth generation. They've called this Generation Q because we're too quiet and on the sidelines. They've called us Generation Me because we care more about the size of our cars than the size of the federal deficit. Sometimes they have a point. Studies show that more high school students know how many Jonas Brothers there are than how many branches of government there are. The answer is 3 to both, in case you're wondering. And despite the 2008 election, youth voting rates are still way down. This is a bigger problem in lower income communities. Studies show that wealthier students are twice as likely to report studying laws in class and 150% more likely to have in-school debates. This gives them a bigger voice in the political process. Sonia Reyes was a high school student in Providence in 2008. When we first entered her classroom in September, she couldn't tell us who the 2 main presidential candidates were. In December of 2008, she addressed over 200 of her peers, the governor of Rhode Island, the treasurer, and other public officials, and told them why immigrants should receive in-state tuition costs to go to college. Sonia is one of over 1,000 students in the last 2 years in Providence and Boston that has received the Generation Citizen curriculum. We train college students to go into high school classrooms and implement an action-based curriculum. High school students take action on issues they care about. They take action on gang violence because someone in their school was shot. Teen jobs because they need jobs to support their families. They take effective action, meeting with legislators, producing documentaries, writing op-eds. We're absolutely committed to promoting democracy amongst these historically underrepresented youth populations. We're committed to making sure that this generation of youth doesn't become Generation Q, doesn't become Generation Me, but rather becomes Generation Citizen.
Thank you, Scott. What a way to lead it off. Thank you so much. Up next, please welcome Latham Staples from Empowering Spirits Foundation, ESF. Latham.
Wedding rings. I know some people in the back of the room can't see these, but wedding rings symbolize love, unity, equality. My name is Latham Staples, and I founded the Empowering Spirits Foundation to promote these very ideals. The majority of the LGBT community cannot legally wed. In fact, lesbians and gays receive 1,138 less federal rights than their heterosexual peers. Hospital visitation rights are just one of those. ESF is building coalitions with our non-LGBT partners. We're the only national civil rights organization doing this, to work alongside these individuals through community service activities, which allows for us in a non-confrontational manner to build these relationships and dispel these negative stereotypes. An example is 6 months ago, we held a tree planting event. An elderly lady, about 84 years old, was working alongside me, digging holes, planting trees. The lady looked at me, saw my wedding ring, and said, "Where's your wife?" I looked at her and I said, "Actually, this is my husband." She was confused. I explained that we were the 3rd couple to legally wed in California. We spent the rest of the day just doing our normal things, but 6 months later, I received a package from the same woman whose husband had passed away. In the package were these 2 wedding rings. She said, "Please accept these as a donation. I voted to take away your right to wed. With these rings, I want to help give it back." Research proves that interaction with just one gay individual increases the likeliness of non-gays to support equal rights. In just 1 year, we've held events across 36 cities, and our membership has grown to 38,000, 62% of those being non-LGBT. With additional funding, we hope to impact 150,000 individuals across 103 cities. I hope that you'll come out to our events, and I also hope that you'll help fund us in our mission to promote change for equality. Thanks.
Thank you, Latham. Wow. Up next, please welcome from So Change, founder of So Change, Mike Norman.
Hi, I'm Mike Norman, the founder of SoChange. SoChange is an online platform that enables consumers interested in social and environmental issues to understand their collective spending power and how shifting that spending towards responsible businesses can have a real impact on the issues they care about. Imagine you just found out that a food store in your neighborhood is doing a lot to support a local food bank, and you choose to go to that store and spend money to support the kind of change they're making in your community. This is what that looks like today. That store has no idea how much money you just spent there, and even less of an idea that you're spending there to specifically support the kind of change they're making in your community. You as a consumer also don't really feel like the few dollars you just spent are making a meaningful impact on the survival of that company. SoChange solves these problems. SoChange enables consumers to publicly demonstrate the fact that they are supporting responsible businesses explicitly because of the positive impact they're having on the world. By leveraging a secure financial data engine, users can log into the website and see how much they and their entire social network are doing to support responsible businesses. This empowers consumers to feel part of a movement with enough collective spending power to make a real impact on the survival of these businesses, and allows these companies to understand in dollars and cents how much their social and environmental investments are benefiting them. So instead of this, the community sees this. An overflow of support that can transform business decisions like whether or not to reduce your carbon footprint or whether to donate to your local food bank from nice to haves to core business decisions. Please join me in helping make this movement a reality.
I'll hold on to this. Good luck, Mike. If I can get somebody in the front row to kind of help me there. This is a volunteer gig for me. Up next, the founder of Bamiyan Media. Please welcome Anna Elliott.
Good evening. My name is Anna Elliott. I'm the founder of Bamiyan Media. This is Mariam. She lives in Afghanistan. She's 26 years old. She has 5 children. She has lived through war her entire life. She also has a business making jams and pickles, employing hundreds of widows and refugees. Haji Atta is a former Mujahid commander who's put down his guns to start a dairy with ex-combatants. Moshkani recycles plastic using renewable energy. Sohaila wants to export organic cotton. 2 years ago, hardly anyone in Afghanistan knew about these incredible local initiatives. So we decided it was high time to give them the spotlight. I produced a reality TV series. It aired on the main TV network. It was called Dream and Achieve, and it was for Afghan social entrepreneurs. It ended up becoming the #1 series, and it's now going into its 3rd successful season, and it's watched by an estimated 7 million Afghans who are learning about microfinance, market research, how to write a business plan, and most importantly, that they are the ones who can rebuild their country. An Echoing Green Fellowship would enable Bamiyan Media to scale this innovative model into more developing countries. We actually provide local TV networks with a high-quality format that's simple to produce, it's educational, and it's entertaining. It teaches basic business skills, and it links people to the practical resources they need to be able to launch successful social ventures. Please join us as we work to empower the next generation of social entrepreneurs. Thank you.